everybody, and welcome back to Mutti Plays Pokemon Crystal version. Today we are going to finish off the Sprout Tower, and yeah, change in opening transition because I have no idea what's causing it, but whenever I add a transition to my footage in Vegas without trimming when I add the transition to the beginning of the it just adds in a frame that is the exact end of the footage, and that just drives me nuts. So I'm just gonna try to hide it for a while till I can figure out just what's causing it, and therefore avoid doing it. But as you can see, Fauna has an easy time with the BELLSPROUT here. And we get to see a new Pokemon. Hoot, a normal flying type, so it is weak to rock, electric, and ice attacks. And something kind of neat about this generation is that there was a move introduced called Foresight, which improves accuracy when you use a move on another Pokemon, the Pokemon that you used Foresight on, to be specific. And it comes with an added bonus. Normal type moves will be able to hit ghost moves. So, you know, we are gonna have trouble with ghost types later, so it might be useful to grab a Hoot. Where can you get a Hoot? Well, wait for it to be night and then wander around in the grass and the routes that we've been on so far. I can't list the exact routes, but so far every route that I've shown you guys is something that has a Hoot. And while we are in this battle, you'll notice Rocky isn't exactly obeying my commands. Well, that's because it is a traded Pokemon that does not have my trainer's ID on it. And because of that, I believe either starting at or after level 10, it's gonna start deciding that it wants to fight its own way. So, before you have any badges, traded Pokemon will start getting disobedient around level 10. And, sorry about that, I have a hot cocoa in front of me in case, I need to take a drink. But, I had to add stuff to it to make it taste better, and, the spoon's still in it, and I got it bumped against the spoon. So, sorry about that. And, anyways, and something kind of interesting. I swear, one time I was playing Yellow, I caught a Drowsy, and, even a Drowsy with my own ID number on it was starting to get disobedient, but that could just be Gen 1 problems. For all I know, they could have fixed that by this generation. But now for the reason that I came here, other than the delicious trainer experience. See, you get to fight this guy, and after you finish fighting this guy, he'll give you something. Something really, really neat. And that is going to show up on the recording, isn't it? Stupid. Okay, Mutti shall try to master the art of stirring without hitting the glass, so that she can enjoy her cocoa. Damn it! While you guys are watching me fight. Oh, so close. Fauna, you could have one-shotted it. You could have one-shotted it. Come on. There we go. Now the Bellsprout is done. And also, another thing about Pokemon that you get through trades is that they will gain boosted experience. I'm not quite sure what the calculation is, but basically it means they level up faster. And oh, more battles with the disobedient Rocky. In fact, Rocky's probably why I'm taking so long to even get stuff done in this part. Don't worry guys, I'm gonna drop him at the end of this part, so no more artificially extended parts. Yay! But, Now, one interesting thing about the change from Generation 1 to Generation 2. Well, multiple interesting things, but wanted to lead up to it. In Generation 1, the Steel and Dark types did not yet exist, but the move Bite did. So, in Generation 1, Bite was a normal type move, actually. And, turn down your volumes real quick, I'm being... Ah, that sweet, delicious sound of screech. Like, I don't know about you guys, but, I've been with Pokemon since Generation 1, and, one thing I really disliked was the change of the screech sound effect. I just got so used to it being that sound, that very screechy electronic sound that you guys likely heard, especially if you didn't turn down the volume like I warned you to. And, I think it was Generation 3, but if not, it was definitely Generation 4, where they changed the sound effect, and now it just kind of sounds more like some electronic roaring, I suppose, and I did not like how that sounded compared to how it sounds in the early games. And, I just... to this day, I still prefer Gen 1 and 2 Screech. And man, it throws me off when they change sound effects. Even in between, like, generational remakes. Cause, like, oh, yeah, bit to pick up this conversation because we are getting our prize for beating this guy. Which is HM5, which allows us to use Flash and illuminate places such as the Dark Cave so that you don't have to wander around seeing 0 feet in front of you. Though, at this point, since I only have one Pokemon that I'm keeping on my team, I'm not going to use it quite yet. Plus, Dark Cave is an entirely optional cave you could go through, so there's not much need to use it at this point. And, in fact, I do believe that any cave that you need flash is entirely optional to go through, but, there might be one cave later on down the road, and I mean way later, like, probably 2 months from now later, assuming that I don't take a break. This is March. Yeah. It's gonna be a while. But, here we are now in the first gym of this game, which specializes in flying types. So, bring your rock, electric, and, ice types. Though you can't catch electric Pokemon or ice type Pokemon yet, so really just bring your rock types. And, if you chose Chikorita, like I did, then, you're gonna be having... You're likely gonna have a bit of trouble with this gym, because grass is weak to flying. And, yeah, but, though, never mind. Back to the conversation that I was having before, that sage interrupted me by losing the battle. Like, the move Metronome. In Generation 4 it had one sound effect, and I got really used to that sound effect. And then in the Gen 2 remakes, they changed that sound effects, and it was just so jarring that... Oh my gosh. It was really confusing for me. Well, not confusing, just... And... yeah... And, I just can't immediately think of any more, dumb sound changes that annoyed me at all. And, if you're wondering what I'm doing here, in the remakes, there was an alternate path built around to be able to avoid the Mook trainers, but which is a normal staple of the first gyms. You can either fight the trainers or move around them, but in this particular version of this game, and Gold and Silver, I believe as well, you can't. But enough with differences in games. Time to fight our first gym leader. Leader Falconer, the bird specialist. Now, one thing that this guy is going to do is that, in this game, at least, his favorite move is going to be Mud Slap, which is a ground type move that has a chance of lowering accuracy. So if you want to avoid being annoyed by that move, it might be a good idea to stock up on flying types, because the flying type is immune to the ground type. And his first Pokemon was easy as pie to deal with, but his second Pokemon, PIDGEOTTO, the evolved form of Pidgey, which evolves at level 18. Stupid cheating computer. This one might be a bit more tough because it's an underleveled evolved Pokemon, and so it's got better stats than its initial form. And the types don't change, so its weaknesses don't change. And At the end of this battle, I grew to love Fauna because, oh man, only with strong attack as strong as hers could I have gotten through that battle so quickly. Though again, it could have just been my crazy great standards. I didn't know. And now we get the Zephyr badge. And an interesting feature. In older games, I don't think they did this. I think in Gen 4 it stopped doing this, but in the older games, obtaining a badge would boost a stat. As you probably read, Faulkner's badge, the Zephyr badge, raises attack. So, that's something nice, and we are now allowed to use Flash outside of battle, which would be useful for exploring Dark Cave if you wanted to get that potion without bumping around in the dark like I did. And like with all
Hello, Mutti? We discovered something about the egg. My assistant is at the Pokemon Center in Violet City. Could you talk to him?
Okay. But, all gym leaders also give you a TM, likely of the move that they loved spamming on you. Faulkner was Mud Slap, as I explained. And now we get to check out a feature introduced in this generation, Pokemon breeding, or more specifically, hatching an egg. The assistant will give you an egg, and as he just said, he requests that you contact Professor Elm once the egg hatches, so that you can let him know what happened with the thing, or rather, what it turned into. And healing up my Pokemon to recover from the gym battle. And I am going to drop Rocky because Rocky, I love how insane your typing is defensive at this point, but quite frankly, you're a disobedient little bum fluff, so you are the weakest link. Goodbye. Excuse me, gonna take a drink. Delicious brown sugar enhanced hot cocoa. And now we can go south. And why are you holding so, Mutti? Okay. And if we go down here, you can talk to this guy, and he will give you a neat item, a Miracle Seed, which enhances grass-type moves if you give it to a grass-type Pokemon, or a Pokemon that can learn grass-type moves. And this will be the guy that will block your path forward if you decide to try exploring before you get the Zephyr badge. And a little break to equip my little foot with Miracle Seed. And I will see you guys next time. See you tomorrow.